South Africa, the Springboks. Hier komt die bokke, hier komt die bokke. Hello once again. Hi my VIPs. You guys are more than welcome to our YouTube channel, Queen Rami Talks. If you are by any chance watching me for the very first time, my name is Queen Rami. Please do consider subscribing, and this is the VIP lifestyle where everybody is as somebody. Yes, on this channel everyone is a VIP, everyone is important. You won't regret. Once you click on that subscribe button, you won't regret. I'm telling you, even if you don't have time, you will just open this channel. That's how it should be. I mean, come on. Anyway, we recently went through the most. As a country, we've been through the most. Yo! We saw flames. And this is regarding the rugby game between South Africa, the Springboks. Here come the bokke, here come the bokke. And they were going against England, you know. I've never seen us as a country, you know, sigoisha, but still online hoping for the best. And I look at that game and I'm like, everyone must have taken something from that game. It was not only about the Springboks winning, but it had a lot to do with a lot of life lessons, you know. So I'm here to share my life lesson when I looked at that specific game. Woo! It was not for the faint-hearted. Twitter was going crazy. It was going bananas. You know, guys, I'm spending a lot of time on TikTok watching a certain person. So everything that he says is just so funny for me. But anyway, Twitter was buzzing. Instagram was buzzing. You know, we were all just crossing fingers, you know. Oh, and by the way, I recently did a YouTube short, about rugby. And our shot went toop. Our first shots that reached 10,000. Nyeguikhona ungafisa ubizuma noma ubizuma makhe ha nyeguikhona. I'm grateful for the growth, but I almost said bazalwane. Oh guys, this thing is too much, but we appreciate God and we thank God for the growth, you know. So I was like, you know what, they better win, you know. So I'm here to just share with you my lesson from that game and what I felt like God was just saying to us as a country, you know. I recently did a video about us hoping that Chief Justice Mogoeng could honestly be the president of the country. We are still standing on that one, you know. We are still standing on that word and we believe God. The same way he uttered that word with confidence, with Godfidence, we still believe it. So looking at that game, that rugby game, I saw a whole lot of hope. Christ in us, the hope of glory. I know somebody will say, stop spiritualizing it. Guys, that one was very spiritual. Mixed emotions went, guys, no. That game was super spiritual. There is no way we can say it was not spiritual at all. So it was just a lesson to us, especially us as children of God, to say it does not matter how your situation looks. It does not matter how you may have been written off. It does not matter how I saw the reaction videos on social media before they could win, that people had given up, you know. It was at the last minute that we were given that win.
Breakdown, and there it is. There it is. South African hands aloft. They have come from behind and they will defend their Rugby World Cup title.
We never saw it coming. And that is literally how God is preparing us even for the upcoming year. We may not see it coming, but surely, oh guys, my faith has been revived. You know, I was just so pumped up in my spirit that God can still do it. Even before we move to 2024, do not lose hope. They might have told you, it's too late for you. They might have said to you, you don't belong in this crowd. They might have said to you, it might not happen the way you expected. They might have said to you, you may not, it will take longer than expected. But I'm here to tell you that as we look at that rugby game, look at your situation, look at your life. They may have said it all to try to shut you down. They may have said it all to speak bad about you to your leaders. They might have spoken bad about you to your bosses, that you know what, that one, she doesn't deserve this. But I'm here to tell you that even at the last minute, I'm titling this video, God of the Last Minute. He is God by himself. You know how that last part happened? It's still a mystery, you know. And I looked at social media, a whole lot of people were busy saying that. I was shocked at Twitter began to call out on Dr. Maweni, who is a well-known sangoma. People were like, yes, you helped us, but nobody took time to just say it can only be God. So I'm saying to you, God is still God even in the last minute. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on those. You know, sometimes when we are hoping for the best, you know, sometimes when we have our dreams or the conversations that we have with God privately, sometimes those conversations do not match our current situation. You know, sometimes those moments with God in the secret place, when he shows you where he's taking you, what he wants to do with your life, the purpose of everything that you may be going through, it does not align with your current season. It may not align. That is the reality. You know, when David's brothers looked at David, they literally reprimanded him. What do you think you can do when it comes to such a man as Goliath? That is literally the situation that we experienced with the rugby game against England. It looked, my God, those people were literally our Goliath. They were our Goliath because we saw the game all the time. Throughout we had given up all hope. But I am here to tell you that that giant, the England in your life, the England in your life will bow. It will bow to the name of Jesus. It will bow to this God. It will bow and shut the mouth of our enemies. I'm not saying England or whatever, but they did not want us to take this one. They did not want us to win at all. But God came through. Jesu fige kuseni seveti vaqedile nga ebusuku wafike. He arrived on time. So it was just also a reminder of the on-time God. There's a new song. Oh, on-time God. He is an on-time God. He is never late. He is never early. He is always on time. Yes, his timing might not match our timing, but God's timing is always perfect. He knows what he is doing. This is just a reminder from that rugby game that God knows what he is doing. God knows what he is, especially with your life, especially with every season, your age, everything that you are going through. God knows what he is doing. So do not dare throw in the towel. I mean, it's almost towards the end of the year, everyone is coming out with what they achieved in 2023. Everyone is coming out with their vision boards. I mean, some of us, our vision boards are looking good, but it's not everything that happened on the vision board. So it's that time of the year. People are getting bonuses. It's just going to be a busy festive season. So you might be out there looking at the year that you've had, looking at the downfalls, looking at the lows, looking at what did not happen. I am here to encourage you that even if it did not happen, He is still an on-time God. He knows when it will happen. It might not even happen as the year ends. It might not even happen next year at the beginning. But all I can tell you is that He is an on-time God. He never fails. He will never make you a laughing stock. He might delay. You may feel like, you know what, I'm being delayed, I'm being denied, I'm being rejected. My name is going through the mud. I don't know for what, but I will tell you that He is an on-time God. You know, I mean, to the people from England, it looked like that game was theirs. I mean, we all saw what was happening with that referee. We were all like so shocked when when the Springboks won that game. So this is literally how our lives will be. This is literally how your life can be as you keep on trusting in God, as you keep on trusting in the timing of God and not trust in your own things or your own horses and chariots. You know, the Bible says some trust in their horses and chariots, some trust in their own tangible things, but we choose to trust in the living God. We choose to trust in the word that God has given us. Guys, you know, just like a game that happened between the Springboks and England, Siya Kolisi could have came out and said, we are winning this one. He could have came out and said, we are winning this one. But even for him as a captain, it did not make sense. It did not. That is how God will be doing things in our lives. The things of God do not make sense. The things of God will make you look like you are foolish for believing them. The hope that we have in Christ, our faith, our level of faith, sometimes when people look at it in the world, it may seem like we are fools. It may seem like we are not realistic. It may seem like it is not going to happen. It may seem like it is impossible. But I will tell you that that is exactly where God comes in. When the situation looks dry, when the bones are dry and scattered. So he is saying to us, can the dry bones live again? You know, so we need to be charged up by what happened. Charged up. Trust God again. I know people might have discouraged you and said, it will not happen. We already tarnished her name with the bosses, whoever who is in charge. We already ruined her name or his name. But I'm here to tell you that trust God again. Trust God again. Do not, you know what? It may look foolish. Everything that is of God does not make sense. If everything, Apostle Joshua Selman said, if everything in your life makes sense, you have not yet experienced God. If where you are now makes sense to you, if all the battles that you faced, you knew how you were going to come out, then you have not yet experienced the hand of God. That is exactly what we saw in that game. We did not know what will happen. We did not know whether God will show up for us or not. But Ontime God, He makes, I don't know the song yet, but I'm still yet to learn it. So He will do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that we may ask or think. Let us not always focus on the time, the amount of time that the game played where everyone began to lose hope. Let us not look at the amount, how long we've been in this situation. Let us not look at how long people have spoken bad about us. Let us not look at how long the dry bones were dry and broken. But let us have the hope. But let us be encouraged, that, you know what, He who began a good work, He who started that game brought it to completion, and we were the last ones to laugh. So that is literally my take from that encouraging. Oh, that game almost broke us as a country. It almost took us down, but we took it by the horns and continued to believe. So let also this lesson be a lesson in every area of our lives. Your finances may be looking dry. Your marriage may be going through some things that are not good. Your children may be misbehaving and on drugs. Your parents may be sick and not being able to find healing. I am here today to tell you that Ontime God, you do the impossible. Ontime God. He's an on-time God. He can change your situation and he can make things work for your good at any time. So do not give up. The same way the Springboks did not give up. Let us also carry that same power. Let us also carry that same hope. My VIPs, that is literally what I took from that rugby game. I hope you are encouraged. I hope you are motivated to keep going, to keep holding on. Asiyama Latina. Go out there and show your situation that you can rise. Do not be timid. Do not be a coward. You can rise. I love you, and until I see you again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.